Yeah, get closer.
You see what I mean? That's the shit that's gonna get you RICO'd, bro. You know what a RICO case is?
I don't know what a RICO case is.
Ah, exactly. That's why you're not afraid. Me, I'm afraid. I saw my boy Thug go through it, man.
Your boy
You mean
Thug.
Young Thug? Is that
Yeah,
okay, cool. I just want to make sure I'm also on the same page here.
yeah, no, they
Like, you
RICO'd
know
my boy.
Thugs?
I can't have that.
The thing
for
is, you
anyone,
have to you have to explain references to me, please, because I don't get any of them.
Racketeering?
Racketeering. Racketeering
what's-
sounds like fun.
Yeah, racketeering. What's the I
What is
for?
racketeering?
Oh, racketeering, then there's endangerment, orchestrate. Like basically, a RICO case is like a court case. Like when the government investigates you for doing like really, really gang bad shit, bro. Like if you did everything, they pull out a RICO case. Let me actually Google exactly what a RICO case means. But like when I hear my favorite thug say RICO,
I don't know.
get
That
scared.
sounds a little bit like a bummer. Maybe not Google it.
Why?
Maybe Google how many fish species there
No,
are.
I told you. Racketeering, Influenced, and Corrupt Organizations Act.
Racketeering sounds like
Yeah,
fun,
it's like
bro.
if you
It
are
sounds
out
like
during
you're
the
just
streets,
having
bro.
a jaw, man.
Exactly.
And just
But
like
if you're having a
whacking
jaw
balls
on
back and forth.
you know,
across
if
the
you're
tennis
having a
court.
jaw to like the 50 Cent many man level, bro. Many men. Many men wish death upon me. You see, he also doesn't know that reference. We need a screen for
I was
him,
about to
like-
say, this is the point where I feel like we are definitely going to have some sort of reactions type of segment or something.
Mm.
Because he needs to catch up on this shit.
Yeah, no, honestly, bro.
What we can have is we can have like one of those like drawing pads.
Dude.
So we don't have to have like cameras pointed at us, but we can have like a drawing
Yeah.
pad when someone is trying to explain something to the other
just
person.
like,
You've got a whiteboard on hand. All right, now everyone in the audience, please switch over from Spotify to YouTube.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
proceeds to draw out
Damn.
something.
Nah, bro, but you need to get caught up, man. You don't know the strongest man to ever survive. 9 bullets, bro. This guy doesn't get it.
Survived
9
and
bullets.
became one of the best-selling artists in the world.
And he survived.
That was not 9 bullets.
I
Troy.
know. I was about to say I didn't count. Don't do that. Don't be an auditor now. Come on. Man. Don't
Yeah,
expose me.
no, you.
The streets don't count. You know, yeah, the streets don't count.
Know your facts.
Yeah, nah, we don't do facts in the streets.
your
We just
facts
do love.
Before you
know
come
what
at me, you little goof.
I mean? Yeah, you know, I'm not taking you with me, bro.
I was about to say you went M on us.
Yeah, no. Man sounded like Will Ferrell or some dog. I hope you know him.
Yeah, because that means I disconnected my phone earlier.
You don't know Will Ferrell?
No, I know.
Oh, okay, don't scare me, man.
I think I know, at least.
Nah, I disconnected my phone earlier, but I feel like I'm gonna reconnect it just because I feel like I want to play some sort of music or something
Yeah.
just to
Yeah, I get
get your reaction and just to like educate you. Apparently,
Do you have
You
like
call her
a
Stephanie?
wah-wah type of sound effect?
I call her head funny.
do I have what effect?
Wah-wah.
Whapa.
Yeah.
I like
The fuck
exactly
is
like-
a whapa? You guys mean the whip sound,
like you know,
like a smack?
no
Something like that, or like a wah-wah. Or like, or like
whopper has
a
manliness
wah-ta,
in it,
or
man. Like
even like any accent you prefer. Like,
Yeah, like
as
if you-
long as it starts with a wah and a I don't know.
bro, just imagine a backhand. You see,
Okay.
like that's a
so
like,
when I asked you a smack and you were like, nah.
no, that's not a smack. A smack is like a
yeah,
whoppa
no,
is
I
like
think
this.
the smack.
Well,
No, I
don't you
think
know
the
it's-
smack counts.
It's respect and discipline, don't you know?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so we're disciplining. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Okay, cool.
You know-
Cool.
You know, that actually reminds me of a thing. I forgot where I saw it, but this guy was saying the reason it says in the Bible that you should turn the other cheek, right? Isn't that like if a man slaps you like this, all right? I'm trying to remember
Explain
if I
it.
remember that
Explain it verbally.
verbally. Like
Yeah.
if he slaps you like this.
No, explain because like we don't. There's not a camera on your face. You're trying to explain something. Explain it properly.
Oh yeah, if someone slaps you open-handed to the
this.
face, like "Wapa," right? It's disrespectful. But
Yes.
if you turn the other cheek, right, they are forced to hit you with the backhand.
Yeah.
And you're not disciplining me, and no man is gonna discipline another man. So usually they won't do that. So
Yeah.
that's why they say turn the other cheek. Because usually, if you're gonna smack a
So
man,
it's
bro,
basically like stand up for yourself,
Yeah.
but kind of don't.
I hope I'm remembering
All
it
I'm
correctly,
imagining
man.
is someone like
This is probably
going for the
false
smack,
information.
turning,
yeah.
and now like just going for the backhand, just being like, I
Yeah,
can't, I'm sorry, and just breaking down.
Yeah,
Whole-
you know,
You
The
know,
whole
had a
thing just
rough day at
flips.
work, you know.
like, come on, bro.
This one sheep just did not want to listen to me or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think I just spoke a whole bunch of toodaloo right now, man.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely,
You don't confirm it. I'm already struggling right now.
and that's why this
I'm
is.
drinking a spa later for a cool drink, bro.
Yeah.
You know I've hit rock bottom.
So we're gonna get some alcohol or something in here at some point.
Yeah,
But-
actually, that would be cool.
Yeah, I feel like
Ah.
next time I wanted to get some today, but I wasn't too sure if we were chatting today or something.
Oh yeah,
'cause,
yeah, yeah. The
uh,
other guy over there.
Mr.
in the corner.
Mr.
Mr.
Doohickey
Alias
over
over
here.
here, yeah, Mr. Alias himself was.
I told you
Yeah.
this morning.
No,
No,
he didn't.
Did
No,
I?
no, no, no. You
No.
said yesterday already. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'll speak to the person we're
Whoever,
driving
yeah.
with, etc. And then an hour or two ago, you still haven't spoken to them.
I forgot.
I
I'm
will tell
sorry.
you, this guy has
But
like,
no, in the meantime, I have confirmed. I've confirmed, I've conferred with all of the voices inside of my head, and
Mm.
we have all confirmed that we will, in fact, be doing the break room tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
I have just not explicitly told anyone else.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's the point, right? Like
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
you to. But we are back. So welcome back to the break room. We are off, but the lights are on. The camera is not. So we're gonna keep it
Mm.
that way for a while until we get comfortable with some stuff. Until people are
And don't say it
comfortable
like
with their
that.
identities. But that's a whole nother.
Until people are comfortable with their identities. Yeah, no, it hasn't really set in yet.
yeah,
haven't really like reached that point where I'm comfortable in my own skin, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the problem here.
That's the problem.
That's the,
yeah. That's the real problem. Yeah.
But even
Yeah.
with that, I went through I told him earlier. I went through last week's episode,
Yeah.
and the let's say recognizable or identifiable factors. I had to edit out 6 of them in like the first 2.5 minutes. So
Wild. I mean, we know who the culprit
motherfucker,
is.
you
but
said your own
Yeah.
name like 3 times.
Did I? Why?
Yes.
I don't remember doing that. No, that's a lie.
You're actually talking
That's
the
a
third
fib right
person
there.
a lot, hey? Just
Huh?
in general.
I do?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
You sound like Zlatan every now and then.
Oh, I love that guy. Oh, he inspired me, man. That hair, bro. Oh, damn. He had that shit tied up. Oh,
Who was this now?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
Soccer player, super
Ibrahimovic.
tall.
Soccer
speak-
player.
Speaks
Okay.
of himself in third person.
Oh,
Yeah.
the lion
guy.
guy.
I think so.
Where he's like, yeah, lions don't concern themselves with the business of sheep or something like that,
yeah,
right?
at like a conference or something.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that guy's sick, man.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was about to say
Dude,
the
I
name
wish I
rings a
had
bell,
that
but I
man's
can't place
ego.
the
Yeah.
face.
Not ego, but confidence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
won't
definitely
lie.
one of the cockier players or whatever out there.
Mm.
Because
Guys-
I recognize him just from that. Like I'm not
Yeah.
huge on football or anything like
Oh
that.
yeah,
but-
same.
Like I enjoy watching it, playing some FIFA every now and then, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. That part's fun. Know the rules, all that kind of stuff.
You
But if
know.
you're asking me, did you see this week's bracket game to the Premier League? I'm just
Bracket
like, fucking no. Like qualifiers, the tournament.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, nah,
Is
nah,
there
I don't,
is there sevens in football? Like, is it?
yeah, I don't.
There's 5-a-side football, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah,
I
don't
played
follow
FIFA
anything like that.
Streets. I know this.
Oh,
like that.
that shit was sick. Yeah, that was sick. Nah, I won't lie, guys. Today I'm on like Windows. You know, when Windows used to hit that little freeze mode, where
Mhm.
like you're trying to navigate through, and then there's like, yeah, like that network connection.
little
Like
wheel
I'm
of death.
hearing everything, bro, but it's taking like at least 10 seconds for it to go through my mind right now. You know, and I'm enjoying it.
You're taking
No.
your time.
Yeah, I'm taking my
processing
time,
it.
brother.
You're thinking.
Like-
You're
No,
reminiscing.
actually, I'm doing zero
on the
thinking right now.
facts. What?
I'm doing zero thinking right now. You know,
With the office, but the mind is
I
off.
feel like felt like a leaf.
just like dead stopped. Like, that would have been perfect.
I feel like
I feel like
Yeah.
just a minute of silence for like the
Yeah.
for like the crowd.
But also, it's like you need a day where like your brain is absent.
Mm.
You know.
Yeah, dude, it's weird because I'm like quite a firm person on like not doing stuff on a Sunday, for instance, right?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with like religious reasons or anything like that. It might play a bit of a part in it.
Yeah.
But it's not really a thing for me to do anything on Sundays. Like going out, hang out. It's not, it's not like don't work on Sundays. It's like anything. It's
Mm.
like do as little as possible on
Yeah.
Sundays.
Yeah.
you need the break.
Yeah.
You really need the break.
Yeah. And like I've seen it with like family and friends and all that stuff. There are
Yeah.
friends that like that do dancing and that kind of thing. And he's busy like almost every day. As in Saturday nights he'll go to a show.
He's dancing on a Sunday.
Yeah. And then
Yeah, he
Sunday
wouldn't have
like
survived Salem.
it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
But yeah, no shame. So I mean, he's also like super busy with those kinds of things on any sort of day, public holidays, weekends,
Yeah.
weekdays, whatever, doesn't matter. But the rest of the time, like it's also like parents and that kind of thing that have worked on that time, and you like see the toll that it takes.
That it takes. Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
like
definitely,
one
yeah.
like one is a slippery slope already. You know, like work the one weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
Like for instance, now with the renovation things we did at the house, right? I specifically asked like, let's not do stuff on Sundays and stuff there because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
want to chill. The house is obviously a mess all the time because it's basically a fucking construction site. So let's not muck about
Yeah.
and like chill on Sundays. That it includes, the contractors and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I think over the 5-6 weeks that we were busy,
Yeah.
one Sunday was not worked.
Oh damn.
Worked on, worked at the house or whatever. And the only the only reason that we weren't was because we had to wait for cement and screeding and stuff to dry.
Yeah.
It's the only reason. So we couldn't move around like in the house.
Yo.
That's the
Yo.
only reason. Otherwise, they
that's
probably
terrible,
still would have
man.
happened.
I really get depressive if I don't get a chance to chill. I remember this one vacation. I think it was like a week or something like that, and we were moving into a new place, and we decided, okay, no, we're gonna like redo a bunch of the cupboards. We're gonna go through the process of just like repainting it. And what a process that was.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I have like refused to do anything. Like every now and then, my wife's like, "Oh, what if we like did this the same way we did that?" I'm like, "Do you remember? Do you
Yeah.
remember how that went?" Like I don't know. I'm terrified
Yeah.
of starting a project.
Yeah,
Because I
100%.
know my Sundays, among other things, are just gonna and my sanity is also gonna get lost. But just like, yo, man.
No,
No,
I'm
you
scared
need a
for
break.
I have the exact same feeling because the bathroom's pretty much the only thing that went untouched. And and I realized the whole like
Don't look at me like that. You're looking for approval. I will not approve.
the bathroom was like the only thing that we didn't renovate. If that's a better way to say it to you. But now I'm like scared to do anything about it again because I know it's going to be the whole, like it's just rinse and repeat on the process. It's
Yeah.
just going to be another remove all of the shit that's in there, get, I don't know, a bunch of expensive shit that probably goes in there because piping's also like plumbing and that kind of thing's also a completely different game. Like it's
I worked so hard, man. I was so ready, bro. Like I had to. I'm working really hard. I am trying my best. Okay?
As was. But
the piping in the bathroom was crazy.
piping in the
during
bathroom was insane.
No, dude, like no, that's not even what I'm worried about, brother. Like
It's just a lot of
he
effort.
said,
you know?
no. He's like, that's the one thing that was untouched. Now there's pipes in there. What's going on? I thought it was untouched.
The thing is also you've got to do it like when you like move in.
Yeah.
You have to do it then, otherwise
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
Yeah,
I
it's,
also realized that like when I think we moved in during like the last, I want to say week of the actual renovations. So there was just like a few, I want to say, smaller things that were being taken care of around the house. It was still a fucking mess. Like we couldn't get furniture in there yet. Cupboards and stuff
Yeah.
was still a mess. It's dusty and dirty everywhere. You can't use anything because it's either in a box or being made. Like that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, sometimes.
Fuck's going on? Like, I'll draw something on my face that I'm not aware of. What's going on?
He's trying so hard to tell his story. And you and I. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
today would have worked perfect with the cameras. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Today is all. Oh yeah.
Although I do feel like it's better if you can kind of imagine someone's face. The other thing
Yeah.
is also like if you don't have a camera, you can kind of imagine what their face should look like.
Yeah.
Right.
When you actually, I don't know if you've ever. I'm assuming it's a very universal thing. You hear someone on radio and you're like, yeah, they look like this.
Yeah.
You've got that image in your head,
Yeah.
and then you see them in person, and you're like, I'm so
No, they
disappointed.
don't.
Yeah.
I am beyond disappointed. So
Bro,
I like
yeah, no.
I like imagining that people are imagining me as the most attractive man that has
Bro,
ever lived.
You know, who, like,
And when we are smirking or making faces or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that, it's hilarious. It's,
Yeah,
it's done
oh,
with perfect comedic timing.
dude, you know who I imagine? Like, I hope everyone imagines when they hear me speak, bro. Like Cusco. I mean, not Cusco, man. Kronk. Kronk is no, not Cusco. Kronk. Now, even Cusco would be cool, but like, I'm not as
Squeaking.
Yeah, squeaky squeak. Okay, even does the voice better, man. But like, I hope they imagine like someone like Kronk, man. Is just like super chill, man. Cusco is also sick. And when he's a llama, though, llamas are cool. Like the llama, he made me like llamas, bro. Like. I saw llamas
Have you ever
once and I
seen
was
those
like, I need a pet.
those pictures, those AI generated pictures of like with the llama with the sunglasses on to
Yeah,
represent
yeah,
like
yeah.
the llama
Yeah.
models and stuff like that. I'm from now on going to picture your voice with like that llama.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And we implore our audience to do the same.
Yes. No,
Go make yourself an AI avatar.
yeah. Oh, that would be
yourself
sick,
a llama.
actually. No, tomorrow is a good day. I can see what tomorrow is looking like. No, bro. Like, but on a serious note, though, like, I think like I'm feeling so cold these days, where like I can physically feel my mental thing is just like slow down.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wanna hibernate, brother. Like
Yeah.
hibernation, brother. Like just like.
I hate the winter though.
I
Hibernation.
don't think we caught that on like the mics, but I don't know if you heard that,
Yeah.
but when we walked in, like, sitting under your blankie and stuff like, I gave it away. I gave it to the world.
He's said my name a couple times already, so I already know. It's fine.
Yeah,
Bleep over here. Was sitting in his blankie. And just like, I can't even remember what I said, but you said, "Shut up, I'm a taco."
yeah. I'm a burrito. Yes, enchilada.
Little burrito.
Yes,
A little bit
con
taco.
queso. Yes. Okay, I almost said mon ami, then I realized now I'm just like having like
Now you're just switching
now
continents.
I'm just switching languages, which is not cute.
You've
but
made
like,
me so like craving Mexican food right now.
yo, dude. Oh,
What did
bro.
But not
Yeah.
real Mexican food, like American Mexican food.
Yeah.
There is a difference.
Yeah.
I like
Massive
fast
difference.
food. Just
Yeah, like the
I've never
fast food
had-
version of like the only Mexican food that we really have in South Africa is American Mexican
Doritos.
food.
just make your own. In that case, it's pretty much
Yeah,
gonna
Doritos
be.
are, I don't know, brother. I think aren't those nachos?
No,
I mean,
I
that's
suppose-
like kind of.
I suppose they've got the same shape.
Isn't that what a nacho
That's
is?
about
no.
like-
I feel like it's on. I feel like nachos are like pizza. Like no one can like really claim it. It's just everywhere.
Yeah, they're nachos.
I mean, here what? Fucking, listen, I try to
No,
ignore
I
it,
know-
but
I
Don't
it's-
do that to me,
but
man.
it's
I
also-
worked hard on that one.
He doesn't appreciate you the same way that I do, but I really appreciated that one.
You see, this is why
Fucking
I
hate you
everyone
guys.
teases
I'm
me.
sorry. What were you busy saying?
Yeah, he was saying no one can.
I was
claim.
just gonna
You were
mention
saying
like
they're nachos.
nachos don't mean shit here.
Yeah.
I mean, Spur has them. What does that have to do
Yeah.
with? anything.
Dude, Spur is wild.
You know, Spur has,
Spur is so
Spur has
confusing,
them.
bro. What?
You can get them at like, I'm pretty sure you can get them at like a cappuccinos or some shit as well.
Yeah.
Like you can get nachos anywhere. It's just, as I say, it's like pizza. You can get it anywhere if you really want to. Bars, fucking restaurants, little shacks next to the road. They'll be like, yeah, we'll make a plan. It's fine.
Exactly. Wow.
Where do you where do you go? And can you please send me that address because I want to see this.
Because we'll make a plan. We'll make a plan to
Yeah,
the place
no,
I want to be.
the type of person that says like, I don't know, man, but we can make a plan. That's the type of place you want to be.
Yeah.
You want to show they're up there with like, I want the rarest type of flipping prawn or something, something like that.
Tall order this time of the afternoon, but I mean,
and this guy's like, let me just make a phone call real quick. Goes out back. I don't know.
Yeah,
what is a viable name for someone who can get you like illegal fish products?
Jose.
Vince. Okay, immediately Mexican.
Let's go with Vince. Vince is actually a very good one.
Yeah, no, Vince, I'm not gonna lie. He sounds like he knows where to get proper snook.
Yeah, that, or if you want to go a little more gangster, like Giovanni or something.
Oh, yeah. Nah, I trust him. I see him open the back door, getting on the phone. I know I'm getting some good stuff today.
I don't know. Vince actually just like kind of sounds. It like
a bit more local.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gio sounds like he's exporting. You know what I mean? I don't exporting.
Yeah, Giovanni's the international.
Yeah, he's the international.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Vince, what's up? Sorry, man, I've got to phone someone real quick. Hey, yo, Giovanni, what's up?
Bro, you can't help me out with those shrimp today? All right. No, it's fine. I got someone else to call.
Yeah, like Giovanni sounds like... Dude, Giovanni sounds like this eccentric fish smuggler, bro. Like... You see, like,
hey Giovanni, my guy.
Okay, I mean, I didn't imagine.
I swear, this time I'm gonna pay you back in full. I promise.
He sounds like he wears. He
Throws
sounds like
hand, those Italian gestures.
He sounds like he wore Tommies and Supergas at their peak, and he was like shuffling in the club, bro. When like every day I'm shuffling, and you can't tell if it's like gonna kill you or if it's just too friendly to like.
It's like how Russians talk. Like they talk more with their hands so that they can be like quicker with the weapon draws and like they can be more inconspicuous. He's ready with it.
You know what I mean? You don't play around with that. You know?
I don't know. That's a new fear that I've now just unlocked. I've never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
But now, from now on, whenever someone talks with their hand, I'm like, I'm not gonna trust you.
Yeah, it was. If I remember correctly, it was some. Don't quote me on this. But there's, if I remember correctly, it's something like they realized. This was long ago now.
Yeah.
But they realized that the people were more comfortable around Americans and how they speak and all this type of stuff, and they were like a little more off their guard type of thing. And it's simply because they realized that they like use more hand gestures.
Yeah.
So they're like more comfortable in the situation, versus it's that typical like open and closed body language type of thing.
Yeah.
So they started implementing that, but not to make people like more comfortable or anything like that. They started using it for the opposite reason.
Oh.
It's it's because people are then a bit more off guard or whatever, that they don't see the knife coming, or they don't see the weapon being drawn. And they're just like,
when you started off, there's this story. I really thought it had something to do with the sleight of hand.
Oh yeah,
like when you're talking with your hands, you're going back and forth, and then
yeah,
I
mean, I do it in our meetings all the time.
Yeah. I mean, also I feel
you
like
stab people in our meetings.
But I think also like I feel like if someone speaks uses their hands too much when they speak, I actually get more antsy. Like it's the same thing with like if you're arguing with someone and then they like get very, very stern, and then they start speaking more with their hands. Like all I'm thinking is this man could be like 5 seconds away from swinging.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like that's kind of when you say
and you could,
like with the Russians, so like they was just like
and you're not gonna be sure whether he's pointing at a car driving by or if he's pulling back.
Exactly, like you're not sure if it's a quick draw, a long draw.
Yeah,
you just feel it when it arrives. So I don't know, man. So I'm kind of on the edge with people that speak with their hands a lot. Like if your hands are like everywhere.
Yeah.
I prefer them if they're in your space. You know what I mean? If you're doing like,
I don't know what trauma you guys have been through, but I have never judged someone based on whether they speak with their hands or not. Like if they're overly flamboyant, maybe like
Yeah.
you're gonna whack me by accident in the face. But that's about the only fear that I've got. I never have any fear of any intentional harm being done.
I just don't want to be touched.
No, I mean, like, think.
You know what I mean? People just be swinging their hands, man. Those hands do
Fair
touch, and don't let them land on me. You know, like I need to know that you're about to touch me.
Again,
type
I don't know
stuff.
what trauma.
I mean, I don't like an unprepared handshake. Like, you know, someone that's always like ready to like touch your hands, or some like they're laughing too much and then they have their hands swinging. No, I'm not sure. Like, are we fist bumping? Are we shaking? Is it a dap?
We're
up?
bringing
Is
it in.
Yeah, are we bringing it in? And then they like touch you and then they kind of stop halfway and then they don't do the full.
And then they grab
full
your
man
ass
hug.
and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, and then now I'm just like, dude, you should have said you were calling me at a twerk, man. Like, what are we doing?
Does that whole like spin makes you drop and then
low.
you're
And
standing
I mean,
there
you
like,
don't want
what
to be
the hell?
rude, so you just fall in.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Now I got my knees bent at 45 degrees angles in the middle of cappuccinos somewhere, bro.
I was about to say, now you have me throwing
even
it back
finish your
before my
nachos,
morning
man.
meeting. Like, what
Exactly,
the fuck?
bro. Now I'm just like, what do I come here for? Who do these nachos belong to? Who do I belong to? Why are my knees 45 degrees?
I'm being
The
bribed with
answer to all
nachos.
of your questions is Vince or Giovanni.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, man. No, but like people that speak with their hands, like I'm one of those people as well. I realize like I speak with my hands a lot as well. And because I do, I read people a lot. Like I know when someone is like trying to play me a little. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like you can tell. Like people, especially people that like are very good at speaking, you know when they're playing you, as soon as their hands like start, you're like,
Yeah. Put your fucking hand
yeah,
down. What are
you
you
better
doing?
play me. I just need to wipe my tears real quick, man. Damn, that shit
I don't know.
funny.
When my hands come out, it's usually like explaining something.
Mm.
You know, it's usually like I've
Size
got,
of the fish and
yeah.
like,
This is the
okay.
size of the fish that I'm trying to
Yeah,
explain.
you know.
But I mean, mostly I speak with my eyes.
oh yeah.
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 All the
Yeah.
all the audio
Yeah.
listeners.
Hey, don't be raising me up now.
Eyebrows,
Relax.
eyebrows.
Look away.
The eyebrows is all you need, man.
Eyebrows,
size of this
eyebrows are
fish.
the window to the soul.
Besides
Wait.
this fish.
The size of this fish. No, genuinely, when
Yeah.
like the only times that I actually speak with my hands is if I'm trying to explain something to someone who's not listening to me. Which is, I think it happens a lot because I speak a lot with my hands. Either that or I'm just mansplaining all of the time.
Yeah, I was about to say with the time that we spent together, the only time he pulls his hands out while explaining something is when he thinks it's something you won't understand that easily.
And some condescending hand gestures.
The only reason I don't complain is because 9 times out of 10 he's explaining something I don't understand. so I'm like, you're right. You know, like you always,
Thank God he used his hands.
exactly. Like I got some hands on him, you know. Also, like a broken clock is right like twice a day, bro. You know what I mean? So like he's right. I happen to be the time where he's right. Like he'll be explaining a high level concept or something I've never read up on. So like he starts using it's helping me because I'm a visual learner. But like we get in meetings.
Most people are. That's why I use my hands. That's why I use my hands. But you've made me now so self-conscious. From now on, when I'm describing things, I'm gonna have like my hands behind my back. It's gonna look like I'm about to stab you.
No.
Like, just like this big eyes open, like. Yeah, in any case, the circumference of what. And then
Yeah,
just like stab.
he's everything he explains, bro. Like it requires you to actually envision it. Like he really speaks on vibes. Like I think I'm someone that speaks on vibes most times. Like I speak like I will explain a feeling
Yeah.
as opposed to like the actual thing. And then he's the guy that'll like explain the thing. Like if he's telling you about a table, he's gonna like, yeah, you know. If you imagine like 45 degrees and then you add a random
you're
extra,
using your hands as well.
Do you see
Nah,
what I
look
mean?
at it,
Exactly.
look at it.
Like,
He's using his hands as well. It's
I'm
impossible
mimicking
to describe a
imitating.
table
I
without
am
using
It's
your
called
hands.
mimicking
imitating.
What?
I'm mimicking you. Men's was like, yes, I'm not the only one.
not alone.
Yes, you are. The fact. Oh damn, man, damn. Yeah, but yeah, all of that to say though, it's not condescending. I don't think using your hands is condescending. I think it's actually it points to how well you imagine the thing you're explaining most times. like even when you speak to someone, I think as soon as you get animated.
Yeah.
Like that means you kind of in tune entirely.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. Like I appreciate people that kind of like.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look,
You
it's
make yourself
it's
seem
a
more human.
body language thing. Like
That's
it
how you
instills
trick them.
confidence. It shows.
What?
No, I'm
What?
saying it's
You
a
know
body
what I'm
language thing. No.
What?
What?
No, what are you saying?
I can VAR. I can go back. Like I can
Put it now. Hey.
run it back live.
Hey,
run that shit back right
This
now.
man is like, you gotta seem more human. That's how you trick him. Dude, what the hell? You're not
Like a
helping your
lizard-looking
case.
ass over here.
Hey, yo.
I don't know if they'll be able to hear the sound that
No,
I was
but just-
intentionally trying to make
No,
a
I'm
sound.
gonna
over there.
just say, put your tongue back in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's what. This isn't that kind of break room. What the fuck are you
bro.
on?
Come on, bro. Relax. Yo.
But no, it is.
I
It
wonder
is
if
Mike
a.
is a
Yeah,
victim.
no, I don't think they'll be able to.
It
hear
is
the
a
sound.
confidence
yeah.
thing, and I mean, it's like visual communication, everything.
Yeah,
As you
yeah,
say,
yeah.
like it makes people more comfortable. It makes you look more confident, that
And
kind of thing,
present,
you know.
yeah.
Because something I look out for, which is the funniest shit to me.
Did you say in prison?
No, and present.
In prison.
I
was
mean, in
like,
prison, you
it
gotta
makes
use your
you sound
hands,
more
brother.
confident, like, yeah, you were nodding your head like with full confidence, like, yeah,
Yeah.
like in prison.
Yeah, prison type shit.
Also in prison, yeah, hands are needed there, brother.
Absolutely.
If you're not gonna throw them hands,
You need more than hands.
yeah, brother.
But no, so
Hectic.
as I'm saying, like, it's. I don't know if you guys people watch.
Yeah,
Right.
I
Dude, it's one of my like
No,
me and my mom's favorite pastimes. Right,
Yeah.
it's the best. You sit down, mug
you
and bean, grab a coffee, and you're like, look at this fucker's hair. Would you ever do that to your hair? You know, that kind of thing.
yeah.
And then with that comes along, obviously, you see people from afar.
Mm.
Now imagine, like, I don't know, dude and his girlfriend just like standing in the, I don't know, hallway of the mall or something.
Yeah,
Right. Now, obviously, you can't hear what they're saying.
you start.
But
like,
you sure as shit can see
you can
that. You can
see.
see the hand of the girl
Yeah,
just
you
being
can
like,
see.
yeah,
Yeah.
I fucking told you. And that's where
Yep.
you just start filling in the blanks.
Oh,
Because you're
yeah.
like, that's some aggressive hand
No,
movement over
exactly.
there. Like, what's she's doing a bit more
I
than
don't people
explaining
watch
over there.
at all.
Oh, I people watch.
At
What?
all, but not at all.
Is it?
But my wife loves it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
she
So much
she
fun.
absolutely loves it, and she's like, "Yo, those people, hey," and I'm like, "What are you talking about? We
Yeah,
were
they-
alone in
they
the mall. It's
passed-
like
they
there was like
passed them, like,
there was
2
like
minutes ago.
500 people in the mall. Oh, I saw a cool looking
Yeah.
window.
No,
Yeah.
I'm.
I saw a book, an exclusive book.
Yeah.
I do usually. I do. She actively she started to choose like paths when we were in Menlyn.
Yeah.
She started choosing paths that we have to walk to get to certain places, and I realized this recently.
Yeah.
So that we're avoiding any bookshop.
Is it?
So she plans it
Crazy.
beforehand, and apparently that's a trick. I heard my mom talk about that the other day with with my dad, where they would go places, and not like even in a mall or anything like that.
Yeah.
If they're driving somewhere, they can't drive nearby a bookshop because my dad is going to make them
Will
stop so that he can
he
go
can
into
go
the
check.
bookshop.
Oh,
And
wow.
recently, I mean, like I like books as well.
Yeah.
Or at least I like looking at them.
Yeah.
Recently, I've started reading them.
That is how you read. So
No, genuinely, just like looking at them for like 5 seconds and like, wow, this. Imagine having this information in there, put it back, and then continue to the next.
Yeah.
But recently, I've started reading them, and my wife has also recently. I've kind of starting to notice the trend where like, I know, not a bookshop, or like as soon as I go into the bookshop, the one time I even turned around, she was gone. She went and
Yo.
got herself a coffee or something.
Yeah.
you're like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah,
I'm not walking around a fucking
No,
book.
but I people watch as well. Like it's actually a habit. I do it. I'm constantly doing it all the time.
Yeah,
Like it's actually such a bad habit though.
Yeah.
Like, but then I've done it. I do it
Why?
so much. No, because like sometimes, man, you just like you don't need to know, you know. And like sometimes you find yourself reading people when you don't need to. Like subconsciously, you've taken notes on like two people talking to each other, like what he was saying about like being at the coffee shop and you're looking at like a couple talking or whatever. I'm one of those, like if you walk past me, I will hear everything you said from the moment you were within audible distance to the moment you like walk out of that distance, and I will remember it verbatim to a point where like I was that guy on dates or whatever. Like I'd be walking and then like I'm like, oh, that guy, they don't want him. And then
And then
she's
she's like, yeah, but what do you think about my question?
yeah, and then I'm like, yeah, but that
Fuck,
conversation
okay.
over
Just
there.
hear the tone going up like, oh, that was a question.
Yeah, but yeah, all of that to say, like sometimes you end up just like, at least for me, it becomes like sensory overload almost. Like I'm hearing too much, I'm processing too much.
Yeah.
So I always need something to completely take my attention out of where I am for me to stop watching like people.
I think there's even a deeper thing to that, which I found with myself, is if you watch people. Now, I don't really people watch, and I could kind of tell the difference between me and people that do people watching.
Yeah.
If you watch people so attentively, you start becoming self-conscious because you
Yes.
assume that people are watching you the same
Yeah,
way.
true.
For me, I don't watch people at all. So
you
I
don't-
can dance and slide my way through life. Because
Exactly.
no one is noticing me.
That is a real thing. Yeah.
No, but it's genuinely
It's a real thing,
It's
yeah.
genuinely a thing of like you're kind of projecting what, and especially if you're people watching
Yeah,
with the intention
oh,
of
dude.
judging them,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're gonna get so self-conscious.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, I think that's the one thing I separate from, like the
Okay.
self-conscious thing. Like, hey
Well, I
man,
mean, I
we're
don't know.
human. Like whatever you see in me, hey man, you see it. The point is, I saw what I saw in you as well. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna perceive each other. Like, perception is part of life. It's just that for me, it gets sensory overload. It's just like I don't want to be thinking, but like I will do it without thinking. Like I'm just like, man's is not, that's not looking good right now. Maybe you should check in there. Like if, or like you'll see like a group of friends by, like it takes me like 5 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, he doesn't look like he likes being here much. Or he doesn't look like those guys gel with that guy as much as that guy. And then now you're just like, I didn't need to know that. Because now you talk to the friend group. Now all you're thinking is, oh, poor guy, they didn't listen to your joke. Or they didn't laugh at your joke as much. And yours was really funny. Or they didn't take what you said seriously. And then now I'm just like, oh.
That's
I'm
me.
like, you know, and now
That's
now you
literally
form,
me.
now you start forming opinions. You see? You start forming opinions of people
The guy whose
unnecessarily.
joke is not that funny, or
No,
the people
The
watching.
shit where I swear I can. It happens in this podcast
Yeah.
and last time as well. I don't know why, but it is a thing where either the interruption happens or
Yeah.
my story doesn't finish or fucking something along the line.
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
point where a while ago
So in
I
any case,
lost
Troy,
it.
I had this
Yeah.
fantastic like.
To the point where a
sorry, I
while
couldn't
ago
resist.
I was like, I'm losing my fucking head because I'm like, am I not speaking clear enough? Am I
Yeah, yeah.
taking too long to tell something?
Yeah,
Am
yeah,
I
yeah,
not
yeah.
like enunciating? Like, what is the fucking problem?
Yeah.
The one time we were at a party at the office or something like
Yeah.
that, I loved it because like you're not crazy.
Yeah.
I've picked it up as well
Yeah.
about you,
Okay.
and I don't people watch, so you've
Yeah.
got to know how crystal clear it is. So no, but I also like I noticed this thing. I think you told a joke, and it was a 10 out of 10. Like just fantastic, well thought through,
Yeah.
perfect comedic timing.
Okay.
My timing was not nearly as good when I retold the joke, but damn, did I get the laughs, man.
For fuck's sakes.
Oh,
Fuck's sake.
dude. Yeah, no, it's kind of those, like exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's kind of that. Like most times it becomes like sensory overload for me, but then the times where it is fun, like it's okay for me to like where I don't mind people watching.
Mm.
And
You've
even if,
completely like brushed over what he was actually telling us. You realize that you're like playing into this trope
No.
so hard.
No,
Damn.
in this case, it was actually a side comment.
yeah,
Like, it was a side comment, like,
Yeah,
yeah.
you see.
aha,
now,
me,
now
I
how are we
understand.
supposed to tell the difference when you do stuff like that? Don't
That's
cry.
what
wolf.
that's what I'm
Don't
fucking worried.
cry.
you see,
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe
yeah, no.
maybe I've been wolfing all
Well,
over the
you've
show,
been-
and I'm
you've been
just
wolfing all over this place. You're just walking past me, just
Did
like,
you even
"Wolf?"
check if it was a full moon, brother? Like you just out your wolfing and shit. Like,
that's what I'm thinking now. 'cause
Like, come on, man.
This is the
Enough
type
so
of
that
shit
he
that-
just like, you made a side comment. He did not even acknowledge it.
I was adding onto the side comment because you added onto
No,
what
you were
he
talking
said.
about your own stuff. You were busy with your own stuff. And then you just continued with your own stuff. You were talking about people watching, and then you were talking about the sad man whose jokes are not being heard. And then Aldo was like, hey, I relate to that.
Yeah, and I was about to.
And then you were just like, any case, so people watching is like,
No, I was about to add on to. Damn. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But
no,
the point.
no.
the
Trust
point-
me, it's been like way worse. Trust
Yeah.
me, like
No,
yeah.
what I
But
was
any
gonna-
case,
we
What-
want your feelings to be validated.
Oh my god.
If you have to, you can take it out on right now.
Nah,
Yeah.
I can feel the heartburn starting. What were you saying?
What I was gonna say was to add on to that whole thing. With what you're saying, with that whole thing where like you kind of notice the room.
Yeah,
When I'm not obviously the person in that situation, what it helps me with and what I end up enjoying is the fact that I end up having space for people that can't find a space in a room.
Yeah.
And I usually end up being that person where like I'll be the first person someone kind of warms up to before everyone else. And they'll be like, "No, you're so nice." And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, maybe, but it's
We
mostly
just met.
because I noticed the pocket that you are struggling to fill, and all you need is one person to like fill that pocket. And once you've done that, someone automatically like struggle, like the whole thing of speaking with your hands.
Yeah.
Suddenly, they get in a room in the room where there was no pocket for them initially, and they could feel it. They suddenly feel like there's a pocket for them, and they just don't care because if no one else laughs, they know, oh, heard
Yeah,
me.
at least
true.
someone
Oh,
will
shit.
probably
Yeah,
pick it
there
up
we
or
go.
something. Yeah.
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 No, that's
But yeah,
nice.
that's what I was gonna say to you. Like
Yeah.
with what you're saying, like I've noticed it many times as well. But I find warmth in the fact that usually, if there's even one person that like kind of looks at you or
Yeah,
like it's like you know,
yeah. No,
there-
for sure.
there's
Because
a
I mean,
pocket right
it
there.
also made me. It also obviously like made me more sensitive to
Yeah,
someone else that would have like a similar situation, or as you say, like you can see they're
yeah,
either having trouble joining a conversation or
yeah,
you know having themselves heard or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, it's definitely a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't
But you're
know. As I say, it's a
definitely-
weird thing I've been trying to pinpoint, but I have no clue. I
Yeah.
don't know.
You definitely have that type of personality. Like I must say, like in the office as well, you're one of the most approachable people, and I've seen this. Like usually when groups form, they usually form around you.
That's crazy. I always feel like they are forming everywhere else but by me.
That's because you're in the center, and you're looking around you, and you can't.
That
see
makes
the
me sound
center.
so vain. Damn. No, but yeah, I think to add a positive spin to people watching, it's that like I end up like kind of forming a wormhole wherever I'm standing for that like just usually pulls people that are kind of floating through the room
Yeah.
usually. And with that also being said, I will also enjoy floating through a room because then if I float in a room long enough, I don't have to people watch. I get to have a personal interaction with each and every person, and then go, okay, you were like this here, and then like as once we've had our little interaction, like then I can people watch you. I'm like, okay, I have a bit of context, and then you kind of see like, oh, so you're different over there. Okay, like no, you know, and then you kind of move around, and then now I kind of know you. You're this person here with me, but you're that person around there, and then you end up like going deeper into like flipping social hierarchies, and then and it's so unhealthy, bro. But like the point is, you end up just kind of pulling people towards you that are super chill.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You talked with your hands there.
You see? And I made him warm. Now he's talking to me.
Yeah.
Someone's sitting up
Yeah.
straight. Like,
You were describing. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm doing this. He said I should use verbal cues to explain the thing that I'm showing with my hands. This. I hope the listeners can see what I'm saying. This. Can you hear like even the motion? Yes. This. Yeah.
Okay. So imagine.
This.
Well, yeah. But actually, no. Imagine just like him almost opening up his arms for an embrace, and then he's like welcoming you in with like this gentle, wavish push and pull.
why is he painting word pictures? What's
Yeah,
going
like
on
I
right now?
said,
Because
this,
there's
bro.
no camera.
And whose fault is
And who's
that?
that?
That is. Well,
well, that instant pullback.
I
like-
need a.
like,
I need a emoji face.
Yeah,
you
I
do,
said that's
you
what
do.
I'm going to be doing for him in the future.
You do.
So if we do get cameras, or I believe we should have some cameras because I don't give a fuck. But if we do get cameras and stuff, then I'm going to edit him with an emoji face.
Yeah, you should.
So we'll be on
yeah.
camera.
With an
He
emoji face, yeah.
will be on camera, but with an emoji face.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I'll just try and match his emotions to the.
I am so pro that
To
for,
the
for
emojis
personal
used.
reasons, you know. But like,
So what I heard is you want to put me in a box.
what?
My
in a
emotions.
frame, technically.
Yeah, let's use better words. Yes, frame, please.
I want
Put
to
you in a
frame you.
box.
That's what I want to do.
Hey, we spoke about this. RICO cases are easy to, you know, and they say you said put him in a box,
And then-
put him in a hearse. You know?
Little bit different, but I mean, it's
yeah,
alright.
so just
But-
just.
Something I actually want to ask you guys, because someone brought it up today, and I was like, actually, but I'm wondering how are you guys on like medical shows, like any sort of medical shows? Because I feel like I have an unpopular opinion
I
about
don't perform on any medical shows.
This is the only show I'm doing. I don't.
This is currently the only show that I'm doing, so I'm not on any medical shows. Yeah.
Because my family and the friends or whatever, they all fucking love Grey's Anatomy and The Good Doctor and all this. I can't even name more because I'm like it's all same. But it's all just what it feels like to me is it's either just some like super dramatic scene, like someone's losing their daughter that's fought this massive illness for years, and the parents are parents are divorcing, and the grandparents are dying, and the whole family's in shambles, and it's just this whole thing. Say it. Do it.
Nice.
Say it.
Say it, bro. he turned red instantly. That's the
Sorry.
first time I've seen you turn.
I'm sorry. Continue your story.
So, no, but I mean, it's either all drama, or it just like hard cuts to someone's open stomach or some bullshit,
Yeah.
And that's where I'm immediately out, because I'm like, I get it's effects and fancy nowadays, but why do you guys have to make it so accurate? Because I'm like weak in the knees immediately, like
No, okay.
immediately nauseous.
My opinion on that is, I think we might both not like medical shows, but for different reasons. For me, I don't mind the gory stuff because I know it's fake. My issue is it's a medical show, and we're talking about people getting married and dating in the ER. God damn, man, can we see some surgery?
Dude,
I
it
forgot-
really
sorry,
like,
I forgot a
stresses me
call.
out.
Yeah.
We're like, this person is dying.
Yeah.
Like,
And
this
these two are-
person's mother's, daughter's, child, whatever, has like some rare disease, and they are dying.
Yeah.
And they're like, I cannot believe that you said that to Tiffany.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
cannot
God.
believe
Oh,
it.
me and
it's
Dr.
like,
Gray.
The child is dying.
Dude, like, and then they're like, oh, you and Dr. Dre made out yesterday?
Yeah.
Yes. If I hear my doctor say that, well, I got something in my belly, brother.
Imagine.
No.
I am.
Because that's the other core feature of these fucking shows. Everyone's just fucking in the break rooms and in the
dude.
and in the closets
my
and all in
God.
the supply rooms and all this type of stuff.
Weird enough, because I've watched this so much, and this is a stupid thing you should think. There's a point where I just, the same way like the people kind of change their perspective of you if they hear like you listen to very specific music. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Every time, if I met someone, like a lady, and they were like, yo, I watch these shows. And all those shows were like medical, law, but it's all like lady driven.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you have a problem. You have unrealistic expectations. Like,
Oh, yeah.
yes, heavy unrealistic expectations. Because like you want a doctor who has time to like date you, but then in the middle of ER, look at you in the eye and be like, you are the love of my life, while blood splatters in his face. Like, here's my thing.
I missed you last night. You nicked an artery.
Dude,
Damn
yeah.
it. Fuck.
Dude.
Let me.
One thing I know is every action movie, bro, listen, the motivation is the lady,
Yeah.
okay? It's not that the lady is there. The motivation is the lady. You tell the guy, you tell Schwarzenegger, like, look, I'm taking your wife and kids. And then I become an expert. I turn into John Wick. But for the ladies' shows, they already, bro, what is going on? How
You
are
put yourself there.
Yeah,
This is why.
I'm saving the lady, but for them, they just like, bro, I don't know, man. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And then they're just like randomly kissing right after. Hey, we at work, okay? If I'm an action man, I need to disarm this bomb, and then I get the lady. Then we can kiss, because guess what? The job's finished. You know what I mean? Like, lady stuff is just like, dude, I can't stand lady shows to the point where like I just watch it and all I see is just like people making out.
Dude.
Like that's
Time
all I
management
see.
in series and movies are out of fucking control.
Yo.
Like that whole
Dude.
thing
Yeah,
you
dude.
mentioned
Yo.
now, they're
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kissing in the middle of a bomb disarming, and
Dude,
they're
like-
like, "We need to go." Scene cuts to like a 20-second timer that's still left, and they're like, "You're
Bro.
right." Makes out first, and
Yeah,
then
what? Like, oh my god.
it's a goodbye kiss. It's
Dude.
about to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
about it's
Like,
really about to
you
be.
keep going.
But
It's
like-
gonna be. Yeah.
But like a lot of lady shows is centered around a main. I mean, even guy shows most times. But like my beef with it is just like, guys, we can do this in real life, okay? At least I know when I watch like flipping, I don't know, Rambo or something. I know I can't do that. I can't go to the to the gulag, bro, and get there. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? I can't do
I
that.
can't carry an
Yeah,
LMG
I
like
can't
that.
do
Are you insane?
So
I
I'm
don't-
watching something I can't do. As for ladies, you're just watching two people that like each other, work together, and then see each other after work and go on
Can't,
dates.
man.
We can do that.
No.
Can we watch something that's not real? Like, why are we imagining a life we currently living?
What would be even more crazy is if those two doctors went home and then watched an action movie together.
Dude, don't even get me
Fuck up.
started, man. Dude, but like at some point though, I realized like I think the only reason I have that opinion is then again like I grew up with ladies all the time, so at some point I was just like I'm tired of seeing people make out. We watching a law show. Make out. She has a crush on her boss. Make out. We watching doctors. He slit a patient's throat by mistake. Make out.
Yeah.
He got fired from his job. Make out. And then you watch.
He got promoted. Make out.
You know what I mean? He got promoted. She's jealous because his assistant is cute. Make out. Dude, like God.
This 4-year-old needs a hip replacement. Let's make out.
Literally, bro, they make out at the most inopportune moments, man. Like, this is not the time to make out. Dude, or they'll just like wake up. This man will be in surgery for like 24 hours straight. You know what I mean? Performing surgery on someone. And then he's going to surprise her with a trip to Paris for the next day. He's going to get on a flight and he doesn't fall asleep not once. He's not moody not once. And then just like, "Mwah, make out. Get on a plane, make out. Get on a bike, make out. Get on a flipping cruise, make out. When is this man sleeping?
Yeah.
Now my lady's looking at me like, oh, why are you tired? It's
Yeah,
only
why
been
you
4
not performing?
Yeah, like why didn't you buy me roses after you drove across Africa? Like, what's wrong with you?
He
I'm
was
like,
in surgery for 8 hours today, and
bro,
he still.
bro, now I'm competing with
It's like, listen, sweetie, I'm just really, really tired. Can we just like watch a chill movie, eat something, and then go to bed? Actually, Dr. Dre had like an 8-hour surgery.
Dr. Chiseled jawline with perfect eyes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
dude,
saying?
I mentioned this yesterday. I got pissed off at the show because I just got home. Good doctors on the TV,
Uh-huh.
and she's like, "Yeah, you can watch whatever." I'm like, "Ah, no, it's fine. I'm just gonna like check my schedule stuff for tomorrow. I'm pretty tired and stuff as well." And I just like look up and I see all the stuff going on, and you know, it's like that typical, yeah, I'm not interested. And then 15 minutes later, I'm still fucking standing there watching the damn show.
Yeah.
And now I'm like,
Yeah.
what's this doctor's problem?
why-
I don't
why-
really
why-
see why they're not getting along. But at some point, I also just like lost my head because I was like, as realistic as it is, it's also unrealistic because not like, why are all these doctors so hot? Like,
Yeah,
no,
all of them are
like
hot.
these are not.
This is not life.
Like, this is not life. These are all just. That's why they're making out so much.
Yeah.
Because they're not real doctors, and they're just all.
Dude, these people are in the Garden of Eden.
Yeah, they're
Clearly,
just
everything's good here.
surrounded by attractive people.
Yeah. You look
all
like
just
Miami.
Listen, I just want to say that was like one of the most relatable things that I have ever heard. Like genuinely, just like that thing where you stand there.
Yeah, and you
I
watch.
thought it was just me,
No,
just like
no.
standing there for like 15 minutes later. Like, no, I've got some
Dude,
stuff to
yeah.
do. Like, but you
Yeah.
can't show that you're actually showing interest because then the next night she's gonna be like, "Can we watch a good
Yeah,
doctor?
we're gonna watch that.
We're
stupid
gonna,
show.
yeah.
You know
No,
what I-
you like this? Like, no, I'm a man.
You know what I realized though? I think those shows you need to like at least like you kind of have to do that whole thing standing by like the TV with your towel on right after shower because you're asking her, what are you watching? And then you stand there for 15 minutes, you know what I mean? You need to get into the show like that because if you don't, you're going to sit down and they're going to tell you, oh, they dated and they're beefing and then
Oh,
as men we
yeah.
go, what the hell? Make out. You know what I mean?
The thing is also like from that
Tries to
15
skip,
minutes,
just keeps getting makeout scenes. What the fuck?
you watch the show for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We're 6 seasons in, and you know everything you need to know.
Yeah.
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 Like There's no thought to that story
No,
at
actually,
all.
because every time you watch all these shows, like if you watch like sixth season, bro, you can be like, oh, those two know each other from past, don't they? I'm like, oh yeah, she took her man, and then
How did you know that?
you can tell body language, people reading.
Skill and
He
accuracy,
handed her the
baby,
scalpel
skill
and
and
touched
accuracy.
her pinky. Come on, brother. If I'm handing you a scalpel, don't touch my pinky. We're gonna contaminate
I was
the
about
scene.
to say, touches pinky, drops everything. Great. Now I have to go
Look
wash
what
up
you've
again.
done.
Exactly.
She's gonna die from
Infection.
whatever.
We need to make out now. Make out.
Only way we're gonna fix this infection is if we go make out. Let's go.
Make out. Dude, I swear to you, bro. But like, I also get it. Like, sometimes I try to imagine what ladies see in our shows, and I get it. Guns, boom, boom, boom.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot, stab, kill, time travel. Like that's all they see now, things, and it makes no sense.
Dude, this exact thing happened. It's so funny that this is coming up. Happened last night. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
After I've now stood there for 15 minutes watching this damn show anyway, and it gets to the end, and she's like, "You want to watch some more?" I was like, "Absolutely not. Just give me the remote. It's cool. I'll look for something to watch." And I see. Do you guys remember that show? I'm a enunciate specifically here. Porn Stars.
Yeah, they sell stuff.
PAWN.
I mean, they sell
Oh,
old
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
sell
So I saw that. So
antique stuff.
That's fine. Just we all get it. It's fine. You can stop now.
Yeah.
Actually, just give it one more try. Just,
Where they sell tables. It's the safest bet, bro.
so I see one of their, I don't know, episodes or whatever have been uploaded because you know, like fucking Kitchen Nightmares. It's just they just have like an archive of episodes, so they just start throwing it on YouTube and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I'm like, God, did you ever watch this show? The face she pulled, just like, fucking what? No, like why would I was just like. Okay, I mean, I was just asking. Like, I was not trying to offend
honest
you over
question,
here.
yeah.
But definitely, dude, like anything that was on the History Channel
Yeah.
or on like Discovery or whatever, like back in the day, I swear it's like it was a way for my dad to like deter my mom out of the living room, and like, it was just let me put on this show to keep her out.
I feel
of
like
here,
there was
'cause
like
there's no way she's
my
sitting
God.
down
like
watching
in the
this.
You just
2010s
changed
there
my
were a
entire
generic
childhood.
set of dad shows. What?
You just changed my entire childhood, so you're saying, man.
In the 2010s, like in the early 2010s, there was like a generic set of dad shows on DSTV.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
could just like open up this channel and you know that your dad would be satisfied.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could leave him there
Real.
for hours.
Yeah, 100%, and that was one of them. Like the second you could see what was coming up next.
Oh,
Remember that?
made
Oh,
Like
yeah.
shows what's
iconic.
playing now, and then like an hour or two it has a schedule like for the next 2 shows or 3 shows after that.
Yeah.
As soon as that came up, it was a wrap. My dad was just like, "Yep, I'm gonna be here for the next 1, 2, 3 shows. About the next 3.5 hours for sure. Don't talk to me."
No, actually.
Dude, I
bro,
remember
I'm
actually.
realizing a lot
This
right
reminds
now.
me of a story. I can't remember. I think my dad and my brother were sitting and watching Inception when it just came out.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, usually they were watching, I wouldn't say nonsense, but like very often they were watching nonsense. And I was walking in there expecting that they're watching something that's not Inception.
Yeah.
And just like in sync. Shut up.
Yeah. Standard.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
What's happening?
What's
what did
with
I
the
do? They're like,
aggro?
quiet, we're listening to the story. We've got to and then they start talking to each other like, no, I think this is a dream within this. You know, like
And you're
they
just
were
there like,
focused.
what? You know? Sorry. Like my mind is running now that I'm thinking about all the people watching that I actually do on like TV. Like, yeah.
I cannot relate at all. I cannot relate at all. I don't know. That's not the type of stuff that I really
Yeah,
watch.
shut up with your nature documentary
Yeah.
looking
Dude.
ass or something.
I want to watch Kulu. I haven't
The
seen
what?
it. Kulu.
What the fuck is that?
What the-
It's a nature documentary.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sounded like a slur.
Yeah.
It does. It does. No, but I also like, I don't know. I like the nature documentaries, but my wife doesn't want to watch it with me because it's boring, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
Oh,
it's
no.
fascinating. What actually no, that's not what she said. What she said was like, she usually thinks it's super cute and then she enjoys it, and then bam, unfortunately, this thing is going to die because of global warming.
Yeah.
That's genuinely how
That's
all
how
of
it
them
goes.
pan out.
Every time. Every time.
It's like you see this cute little fox. Unfortunately, it won't live very long because of global warming.
See this little baby polar bear? It's gonna drown because there's no ice for him to chill on.
The ones that kill me though, the ones where they talk about the mothers. The mother abandons them after they're born, and they have to find their way in. 2 of them out of the 10 will survive. And
Because of global warming. And they're just like flipping.
Well, I was right on the money with the nature thing. So apparently,
That's kind of like the thing is like I also feel like if that's the effect, that you are essentially learning your likeness from whatever you watch, then why would you watch anything other than nature documentaries? Be your natural.
Whoa! I'll stop you right there. I've seen enough lions, choking kudus, brother. You know,
We're all
I
gonna
don't want to
die
be
from global warming, man. No, but
yeah, exactly. I don't need a documentary to know that.
I'm joking with the documentaries,
no,
but
I
like,
get you,
if that's the type of stuff that you're watching, why not watch reasonable things?
And I guess it's understandable because if you're watching like flipping Inception, you're also gonna want to be like, how do I think that deeply? Like, am I living in my dream? And then it kind of a chicken or egg situation again.
Yeah.
But I think that's kind of where we're getting to with the people watching thing. Like, there's people that watch it to just consume, and then there's people that watch it to like infer something from it. Like, even if you don't realize you're doing it, like there's a part of your life where you kind of like go, oh, and then you like when you go to Magenbean with your mom, like when you get there, you know what I mean? Like the hair that you saw on like Geordie Shore, and you saw how pompous the guy was, and you're like, mom, like,
It might not be their hair now, but it might be the fact that they're barefoot in the mall right now or something, because it's
or they Crocs.
That's by the way, that's psychotic behavior.
Dude,
barefoot outside of your house to me is fucking wild behavior.
Dude, thank you, man.
I see people like
speaking my soul right now.
even just the other day, walked into Pick and Pay, just wanted to grab some milk, whatever. Walk through the dude in front of me. I see barefoot, and I'm just like, oh my soul,
bro.
But now as he's walking, like you can kind of see the sole of foot as well.
He's leaving the little
It's
sweat.
not. No, not even. I wasn't paying that close attention.
Okay,
but I
but
I definitely saw how black his feet were basically underneath, and I was like, this man never wears shoes. Like this isn't his first rodeo at the fucking Pick and Pay barefoot.
It's not like
He
I cleaned my
slams
feet
barefoot
yesterday
everywhere.
and then like for a day I've walked outside.
No.
This is the type of black that is sunken in through years.
Yeah. And you know what creeps me out even more?
Yeah.
Those feet go into a bed.
I slapped
That
the
is
shit
crazy.
out of you. Get the fuck out of my house.
100%.
So much.
Dirty ass feet in the bed.
Dude,
Like, what's wrong with you?
what the I was laughing at me because I wiped my feet walking out. Brother, how are you? You
No,
got
I was
black.
laughing at you because that was wild.
No, because that's how important it is for me to keep my feet clean. Like I do not step out. Like I do not step out the door with with no shoes. I would rather die. Okay, if I step out with no shoes, it's because I actively decided to go feel some earth under my feet. And even when I'm done with that, I'm scrubbing.
Let me just give you some context there. So, like, they were clean. Someone was cleaning or something like that, and one of those mats ended up on the inside of the door.
Yeah.
So now we're heading out of the office.
Okay.
Like, we're heading out of the office. The office, which is floor, is constantly being mopped all of the time. And as he's walking out the door, he's just like wiping his feet clean.
No, because
Going into the outside world, I've got to be clean.
I thought you misspoke earlier when you were like, no, like on your way out. And I was like, wait, like,
Listen,
No,
like
he
you
was
were
on his way.
Like you were indoors
Hey,
and then you wiped your feet.
where am I
And
gonna
then-
step into?
And then I proceeded to like to tease him about it. And you know what he said? He said, if I don't clean my feet on the way out, I won't clean my feet on the way in.
I am
Sheer
a man.
confidence.
Yeah, I'm a man of principle. You clean in and out, brother, all the
It's a
time.
habit.
Also, when I step out of the office, guess what I'm gonna step into? My car. Okay, I need minimum dirt collection on the walk to my car.
I'm about to say, dude, if you're cleaning your feet, you better be stepping into like a jacuzzi or something because there's no need to.
Yeah.
On your way out, nah. Like,
I'm stepping in my car. I'm not walking out. You see, perspective.
see, but
I'm
that's
walking
also a
out
different
to go
story.
in.
Yeah, if you're going into your car, I can get that you want to, I don't
Mm.
know, shake off some mud or
Yeah,
you
you
know,
know what I
kick
mean?
off some grass or something like that.
Listen, brother.
But as you said, like
I feel judged right now.
I
feel
our office is very clean, and you're
exactly.
and you're walking out to your car being like, "Ew, let me get this office off of my fucking shoes."
Hey, brother. You know, I don't know if people ever think about this. Okay, your shoes are the dirtiest thing. Okay, anything that touches the ground is usually the dirtiest thing that you have on you.
Yeah.
Obviously, outside of other, you know, we're not gonna get obviously into the details, but like that part of the parts of your body
care
that
how gifted you are. that's not a thing.
Yeah, exactly. And so, dude, every time you step into a toilet, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
like I'm not saying anyone does it, but you don't know who's like missing the, you know, who's not potting the ball correctly. You know what I mean? And then my shoes touch your anti-potted ball. Boop. Now I got a better you under my shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I gotta go.
Listening
wipe
to
my
you
shoe.
is trying
So
to
if-
solve a riddle, man.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're saying with all of these.
No, like if you like
Clearly, haven't been enough dirty bathrooms.
exactly.
It's a euphemism for
Yeah,
something. I know, but like, yo,
Listen, brother, I don't want any DNA under my feet, and so I be wiping every chance I get. Like even in my apartment, I have a mat in my room. I don't know if you saw it. There's a little black mat there. I wipe my feet walking into the apartment. I go sit on the couch. We have a mat there. Wipe again. I sit. You know what I mean? I chill. Then I'm like, oh damn, I need to grab some in my room. Actually, let me change my shoes or let me change my socks. I stand on that little black mat. Put on my socks. You know what I mean? You don't know. Yeah, it's very important. Listen, if you add personality
what
to
type of
actions,
shoes are you wearing, man?
sometimes it's
Socks
none.
is what he said.
Yeah, you know, you do the little shuffle, brother.
Yeah, but are you,
You're
wait,
clean.
are you walking with socks?
Socks, shoes, no socks, no shoes.
I'm
brother,
sorry, like, no.
there's
You're saying
Hey,
like,
shoe,
you're
shoe,
saying
shoe all
someone
the time.
going out with barefoot is psychopathic. Someone walking around with socks everywhere, psychopathic.
in the house.
Yeah, dude, even in the
In the-
house.
Yeah, my sister used to be like that. Like she refused to not be in socks. Like I mean, outside on the grass, on the pavement outside.
That
whatever,
is wild.
that I know.
Socks.
I was
We
ready
told
to
her.
pick on
Socks.
you for
We told her, we're
wearing
like,
socks in your
Socks
house.
all the time.
Yeah, you're like halfway in right now. Like just fucking put on some shoes or take them off, or like put on some sandals.
You're not fucking hearing me. I said socks everywhere. Everywhere. I said shoes everywhere, okay? Wipe them feet. Don't play with me. You're not hearing me. This is tyranny right here. I am running a tight ship.
All right, so Mr. over here is starting to lose his head.
Yeah.
So I think we should call it there.
Nah, you guys don't
Again,
hear
yeah,
me,
it's
man.
getting a bit late.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And for those of you who are listening who didn't know, one of our co-stars here has actually joined us last week on his anniversary date. So that was some commitment. If I saw
Okay,
anything.
no. It wasn't. It wasn't exactly. We call it an anniversary, but it's not really an anniversary.
Oh, don't do that. No, you don't want to do that.
She might listen to
Oh,
this.
I'm digging my hole. I'm gonna dig it deep, man.
I'm trying to invite her for dinner, brother.
About to say, I'm trying to make an outro. You're
No.
trying to dig a grave. There's a difference.
Same thing.
Yeah, I was about
Same
to
thing.
say.
Sometimes you know when it's your time. Oh, damn, bro.
Yeah, I think we'll call it there. So if you guys enjoyed, give us a like, give us a share. If we are on YouTube, give us a subscribe there, and then we'll check you next week.
Put on some socks.
But put on some socks while you're at it.
Take care.
Bye.
You guys don't understand how passionate I am about the sock business. Okay? Shoo all the time.